morning, everybody west of me. Good afternoon, everybody parallel to me and east of me. What's up, everybody? This is Bug from Bug Hunter. I am streaming on a Sunday. I was here last Sunday. I was about to say I missed last Sunday, but I didn't. I missed the Sunday before that. So 2 weeks in a row, not bad. Don't get used to it because I'm going on tour here pretty soon. So this might be one of the last streams I do before that. I might have one more in me. We'll see. Cool. So what I do here on my streams is I play music, I take questions, I chit chat about what's going on in the Bug Hunter world. I'm assuming that if you are here, you're one of the 50 people who wants to hang out on Sunday. 53 people, thank you. Then you care about those things. So I will continue doing that until there are 0 people watching. Ode to Power says mid-tour Sunday stream. Probably not. Probably not. Logistically, especially in April, is going to be a little more difficult because we're not going to have Papa Bug driving the van between locations. So it'll be either me or Kyle, and that makes a little harder to have a little more free time to do that. So between now and then, I'm going to be practicing, getting my set lists ready for the tour. We're getting all our stuff together. Everyone's getting very excited. We're haven't played a show in 6 months. No, it'll be about 6 months by the time we get there. So I'm so excited to get back on the stage in front of people and play songs. But I do these streams partially because I want to just see everybody and say hello and remember that people still know who I am, but also to practice and get some songs under my belt so that when I get up on stage, it's not been 6 months since I played some of these songs and then I blank on them. So Almaru asks, so no Papa Bug on the first leg of the tour. Yeah, Papa Bug will not be able to make the first leg of the tour this year, but he will be on most of the rest of the year. Yeah, I think he's only going to miss like another 4 shows. So Knacker wants to know who I am. I am Bug from Bug Hunter. I wrote songs like Dear McCracken. I wrote songs like Too Bad, Too Bath and a Ghost, Disco in a Panic Room. I am hopefully going to be known for writing a few more songs than that in the future. The future being this year. We'll see. In the meantime, let's do this. I'm going to play a song for y'all. It feels like the least I can do for y'all giving me your attention and your time on a Sunday afternoon. So shout out the song you want me to play while I take a little roll call. Oh, it's Matt from the Narcissist Cookbook. We got Endy Man, we got Pixelian Warrior, we got Violet Blight, we got Endy Man, we got AJ, we got Timio F-Sum, we got Onyx, we got Pez Junkie, we got Emily, Unraised Panda, Coin is here, Katie's here, Soccerman's here, Julie Lorimer is here. It's going too fast because everybody is either saying hello to Matt or giving me songs. Judas Eats Bagels. Judas is going to have a hard time in the future. Kevin Lorimer here. Also Ursula Gerby. Dang. Matt bringing the party. I don't know. Literal Kitty? Never heard of the guy. Anybody listened to season 3, episode 4 of Jam Mechanics? Y'all like that one? Oh God, I don't know how to play it. I wrote it so long ago. I don't even know what key it's in. Let's see. Let me pull up the lyrics. I'm probably not gonna play it, but maybe I'll just give a little tease of the song. If you don't know Jam Mechanics, me and Matt do a podcast. You all know Jam Mechanics. I don't need to pitch this to you guys. You're watching a stream of me on a Sunday. You know what Jam Mechanics is. In the most recent episode, I wrote a song about a kitty. It's just a feline looking well groomed. He makes a beeline for me when he thinks I have food. And you can see why Kitty is the king of the house. You'll never hear him coming when he's ready to pounce. His heroes are awesome. Bagheera, Mufasa. He doesn't care for Aslan as we raised him as agnostic. If you put on the Aristocats, he does get quite upset, cause this righteous little kitty really hates the 1%. He's a liberal kitty. That's the liberal kitty. He shimmies to the left, has the right to meow, and he voted for Kamala, but it didn't count, cause he's a liberal kitty, just a literal cat. So if you think that is anything, boy, do I have a podcast for you. It's a very silly song. I'm gonna probably learn how to play it for tour. We're doing some Jam Mechanics songs on tour, and unfortunately, Liberal Kitty has gotten a pretty big reaction. Liberal Kitty, to take it back is a great idea. Take it back into Liberal Kitty is probably a better idea, but yeah. It's a fun song. No, I'm gonna play a real song. Not that Liberal Kitty's not a real song, but I just don't have it. I don't want to read the whole song. I'd rather play something. So some people were asking for the Chase, 30 Plan, Not Your Fault Kid, a little more Jam Mechanics, Morning Commute, a little more Jam Mechanics. This is just, honestly, this has turned into a Jam Mechanics stream over time. I feel like as the show has grown in popularity, I see almost more Jam Mechanics recommendations than or requests than I do Bug Hunter requests, which is great. That's great. You just are all picking songs that I don't know how to play, but it's fine. Yeah, I haven't played this song in a long time, and I know that I'm going to be playing it on tour, which is coming up. If you want to look over there, this is out of tune. If you want to look over there, those are our tour dates. If you notice that little green sticky note, those dates say April. That's this month, which is so soon. We are kicking things off in Seattle for a 2-night weekend, Friday and Saturday night. One, if you have tickets to that first Seattle night, you have probably been told already, but they are closing down that venue. But it's fine. It's not like New York. They're basically moving like down the block, and so instead of at the High Dive, it's now at Hidden Hall. But like everything's the same. Timing, age policy, where you were probably going to park or get off on a bus stop is all going to be the same. You shouldn't have any changes to your plans whatsoever, because they're both in Fremont. They're both right there. So, and I like to play this song on tour, so I'm going to practice it here, if that's cool, because email was spamming the chat, which works, apparently. Sarah, you're the only girl for me. Sarah, you're the only girl for me. It's terrible, unbearable. Oh, Sarah, it's not fair at all. Oh, Sarah, you're the only girl for me. This week. I walked in the shop to pick up some lunch and asked the cashier what the hell shawarma was. Her name tag said Amy. I said hello, I'll take number 5 and make that to go, but then changed my mind. Hey, maybe I'll stay. And Amy just smiled, gave me my change. I ate in the corner, she took my tray, along with my heart and my breath away. Cause Amy, you're the only girl for me. Amy, you're the only girl for me. Don't blame me, don't restrain me. Oh, well, I'll say this plainly. Oh, Amy, you're the only girl for me. This week I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way key to being lonely. I love playing music. This is fun. Beat today, I'll hop on the bus and ride to my stop, and I'll fall in love with the cutest one, the one with the book instead of her phone, like the rest of them. I won't sit by her, I'm not that brave. I'll sit right behind her, out of her way. She won't know I'm there when I get home. I'll write her a song, and this is how it goes. Oh, bus girl, you're the only girl for me. Bus girl, you're the only girl for me. Trust, girl, you must, girl, of all the girls in the bus world. Oh, bus girl, you're the only girl for me. On the D-line, I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me. That's the key to being lonely. As a kid, I watched all the shows, I heard all the songs and learned how it goes. I will be cool, pretend I'm important, get all the girls without working for it. I know the truth, not one for boasting, I'm just too keen for them to approach me. If I repeat it, I might believe it. If I repeat it, you might believe it. I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way you don't even know me, and I like the way don't even know me. That's the key to being lonely. It's fun to be a musician. It's fun. It's fun. Sometimes it's been years. It's been literal years. I have gone. I've had ups and downs with my emotional state about being a musician, where there were many years where I would check my Spotify plays every day and be like, awesome, I got 4 today. That's pretty good. And then there's days where I would check and I'd be like, great, I got 30,000 a day. That's pretty good too. And sometimes I forget how used to it I am that people like my songs, and how I've lived in that kind of like state for probably like seven-ish years now, with Dear McCracken being that first thing that kind of broke out, and I've gotten to stand on stage and I play my songs, and I play my songs for lots of people and they sing them, and it's very fun, and I'm still so fortunate that is the case. There have been times where I've been like, you know what, I don't think anybody likes me anymore. That was before I wrote Too Bad, Too Bath, and a Ghost. And there's been times after writing Too Bad, Too Bath, and a Ghost where I was like, yeah, maybe people are going to forget about me. It's very cool to have people still joining, hanging on. There are people who listened to Bug Hunter 5 years ago, and they're like, oh, you were the band that I listened to when I was in middle school. I'm like, stop saying that. That makes me feel old. So I'm happy when people hop on the train today, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Gosh, yeah, Torn Between a Couple was 8 years ago. None of y'all were listening when Torn Between a Couple came out, but and the good news is that I have more stuff coming down the line. It's a little different than Happiness. I'm nervous about how it's different than Happiness, because I know that people really loved Happiness in a way that rivals the Rough Draft, which is kind of I think a lot of people kind of say the gold standard for Bug Hunter albums. And Happiness, we take the vinyls out on tour, and Happiness sells, it's like almost basically on par with the Rough Draft, which is like, wow, I never thought I'd write another album again that did that. And so I have a lot of stuff that's a very not Happiness. Not that they're not happy, but they're not like the songs on Happiness, which were very silly, and they had toasters and they had dinosaurs. I've been kind of writing in a different mindset recently, and I'm excited to show that stuff off. But I'm also nervous because you get enough people listening to you, and you're like, are they going to like it? Are they going to like what I'm doing? They liked the last thing. If I do something different, will they like it? We'll see. Phantom Cavalier is a big fan of Bigger Than Myself, which is great. Bigger Than Myself has diehard fans. That's a great album. I stand by that one. All I can talk about in terms of... I can talk about things in terms of popularity. And, like, I know how things sell, how things stream. And if I use that as a metric of, like, you know, did I do a good job? You know, it's hard not to fall into that trap. But it's also the thing that lets me keep doing this. If the next thing I write, everybody hates, I may not be able to do this anymore, so. Let's do a little cozy Q&A. I don't know why Emily said I was making music right out of the womb, but I'm sure it has context. The chat kind of scrolled up while I was monologuing there. Bryce says, no need to be nervous about new music. I personally want more sad songs, gotta even it out. I think I'm leaning that way. If you're a Deserve Me stan, if you like Take It Back, if you like Headlights, if you like fan fiction, if you thought Happiness was too happy, then maybe I've got good news for you. Timio asks, ever since your hit song Liberal Kitty, are we expected to see some liberal songs in your discography soon? All of my songs are liberal songs. You'll notice that so many of my songs deal with the perspective of somebody who has empathy for other human beings. Kevin, have your best ideas come to you when you were sitting down trying to work on music, or question's gone. No, my song ideas come to me when I'm not paying attention to writing songs. My song lyrics come to me when I'm sitting down and writing things. But sometimes they do. Sometimes it's like, hey, I'm doing a jam mechanics and I'm writing a song about a cat and I'm like, where the heck does this go? And then I just sing the words, he's a liberal kitty. And then I'm like, all right, cool. I still got it. Still got it. Tim, you asked, does Deep Blue Ink have workers' compensation for comically dying every episode of Jam Mechanics? So Deep Blue Ink doesn't die every episode of Jam Mechanics. That it kind of seemed that way from the first few episodes, but Deep Blue Ink is just busy, and sometimes the situations are precarious. That's all. Yeah. So, and he also doesn't die. Deep Blue Ink can get at anything. Amayaru asks, what ratio of Bug Hunter songs, Jam Mechanic songs, are you planning on for the tour? We don't know exactly. The answer to that question might be different at the beginning than it is at the end. We want to put on the show that everybody likes and wants to come to and has a good time at. It's very easy to be like, oh yeah, we're just going to only play Jam Mechanic stuff because that's like our new exciting stuff that we're working on. But then there's a lot of people who's like, I only know Jam and Kraken. That's the only reason I came to this show, and then you didn't play it. And now I feel bad. I was really excited about coming and seeing the show, and then I didn't have a good time because I didn't get the thing that I wanted. Which I think is reasonable if you only know Jam and Kraken. I don't know if it's reasonable if you only know Liberal Kitty, because it's so weird that you would only know that song. But I think we're gonna start with like, I'll do a set, Matt will do a set, and then we might finish the show with a little like Jam Mechanics, both of us on stage, kind of trading songs, kind of set. We did something like this in Madison last year that was really fun, where we both did a set, a 40-minute set, and then we were both on stage for like 45 minutes to an hour just trading songs. some of them we helped with each other, and some it was just Matt played Ghost Stories, I played Deserve Me, and the other one just sat and watched. I don't know if we're going to do exactly that, but we're just going to experiment with the format. So expect the April shows to be a little experimental in that regard. I would imagine that I'll play at least 3 Jam Mechanic songs out of my entire set, if not 4. Philly's trying to get me to play Stacy's Mom again. I did that once and I got demonetized. I think this is just kind of my standard strumming something thing. Is that Matthew Johnston? Matthew Johnston from the Narcissist Cookbook. Did you change accounts? Talon wants to know, are you touring for the newer album or playing a bit of everything? Yeah, so the last year's tour was a little more happiness heavy. Honestly, it felt like a lot of times I could go out on stage and play like 8 happiness songs and people would have been fine, because it's just a really solid album that has it has a deep bench, and songs that it feels like everyone's having a great time. When I play Not Like That, when I play 30 Plan, when I play Shocking Plot Twist, when I play Platonic Best Friend, Too Bad, Too Bad and a Ghost, A Bedtime Story, everyone seems to be having a great time when I play. Like the first 6 songs pretty much always like pop off, but that's a lot of a set when I have 4 albums. I do have new songs. I plan on playing new songs on this tour. So yeah, it'll probably be, if you gave me 15 songs, which I don't know exactly if that's exactly what it's going to be. If I had 15 songs, I'd say 4 of them would be Jam Mechanics, 2 of them would be new, 9 of them, I hope that adds up to 15, will be like Bug Hunter discography from the first 4 albums. That would be my guess of what I would try to do. So. Timio asks, will Serendipity Bop make its route on tour this year, or will it not because of how this podcast timing lays out? I don't actually know when the season ends. Do y'all want to figure that out with me on live? So we don't have an episode tomorrow. I know that. So what have we done? We've done 4 episodes. So today is April the 7th. So 14th. 14th will be episode 5. The 28th will be episode 6. The 12th of May will be episode 7. The 26th of May will be episode 8. 9th of June will be episode 9. Where are we at? Episode 10 will be the 23rd, and then the retrospective would then presumably be July 7th. So maybe our DC to Denver, those bottom two would have a higher chance of Serendipity Bop, because it's written, but it's not complete at the moment. We finished the chorus and the intro and the outro. It has verses. It has a chorus. You guys think you know the chorus? You don't. Yeah. So. Would wearing a sad dinosaur shirt to the Philly show increase the chances of Shocking Plot Twist? I played a lot of Shocking Plot Twist last year, and while it is very fun, I don't know if I'll get the same satisfaction of playing Shocking Plot Twist as much this year. But Philly, we didn't play in Philly last year, so. Julie says, it must be scary to play a song no one has heard at a show because they can't sing along. There's pros and cons to that. The cons is obviously you don't get the energy, but you sometimes get like excitement and tension. So that is good. I like that a lot. And then I'll be honest, I played Not Like That in Denver before the album came out, and people picked up on the kind of cadence of the chorus, the I want this but not like that, and the crowd fully sing the final Not Like That without me on the mic, and they had never heard the song before, and that was amazing. That was so fun. So sometimes you get little magical moments like that. You get laughs, especially on more comedic songs. Playing 30 Plan to a totally fresh audience is sometimes a little more fun. Here's the pros and cons. Pro of playing 30 Plan to a cold audience, cold meeting that they haven't heard it, is that they will laugh at the punchlines. Where if I play Key to Being Lonely at one of my shows, Be Glad I Love You at one of my shows, nobody laughs at the punchlines because they're singing along, they know the punchline. It's not funny because why would it be? You've heard it a million times. So you get the laughs, but you do get 200 people saying Hot Toast Time Machine when you play it for an audience who knows the song, and that also is wonderful. Talon says, going to the North Carolina show, didn't realize you had dropped new stuff, gonna go listen after live, was a huge fan of the rough draft when it dropped. Oh man, if you haven't heard Bigger Than Myself and Happiness Without a Catch, that's cool though, that you heard my album, like, what, rough draft is 7 years old? Was it? It's turned 7 this year. You heard my album 7 years ago and you're like, oh yeah, I'll go see that guy in Raleigh. That's awesome. Yeah, there's some good stuff out there. If you haven't heard Too Bad, Too Bad and a Ghost, it is well regarded. But yeah, so to answer the question, do I get nervous playing new songs? People don't sing along. I like it. It lets me. Normally, by the time I'm playing a song live at a show, 200 people, I'm pretty confident in it. I rarely take big swings, like big risks on unproven concepts. But it's also like if nobody vibes with it, then I'm like, cool, like check that one off. There's only one song that I've played quite a bit at a few shows, and it was in 2022 that still hasn't found a release yet. Disc Golf, there was 2 songs, Disc Golf and this other song, and I kind of alternated playing those back and forth at a lot of the backyard and small like DIY shows I was doing. And Disc Golf came out already. The other one has not. I am still looking for a place for it. It was liked, but there's without spoiling it, there's something. It's not like Shocking Plot Twist, but there is elements to it that make it better to listen to live with an audience for the first time rather than having it be a recorded track. So it always did really well, but it has a little bit, just a small amount of live show novelty that has kept me from putting it on an album. Besides that, everything I've ever tried out live has made it onto an album, unless that's not true. What was your choice in flannel when it came to outfits for concerts? Oh, in wearing flannel. I don't know. I just needed to wear something, and it felt like the most prudent thing to wear. I don't know. I lived in Seattle. I had t-shirts for the company I worked for, and Target t-shirts, and a few flannels. And so when I was getting dressed, it just seemed like jeans and a flannel. I used to wear glasses a lot on stage, which I do need. Like, I have a slight astigmatism. I never wear my glasses. I find that the lights, the bright lights, I can't see the crowd when I wear my glasses. And glasses are supposed to help you see, not keep you from seeing. So I have kind of stopped wearing them. If you ever see me come out on stage wearing glasses, you will probably notice that I take them off within like a song or two, because I think, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. I'll wear my glasses, and then I'll remember why I don't do that. So... Talon wants to know if I play any other instruments. I've got this thing. I know where the notes are on it, but I don't perform with it. And then I have my ukulele, and then I can play bass. I don't know. I could probably play a banjo if you gave me one. Told me how it was tuned. I increasingly rely on Jesse Galloway for instrumentation. I found that I haven't gotten any better at guitar in the last 10 years, so that's not where I want to focus my efforts. I like running Bug Hunter as like it's like a business, right? Like I plan all these shows and have to like buy merch, and you can't see it, but I have like this big merch display where I fulfill orders from my website, just like over here to my left. And I got new bins for it yesterday so that I could organize my shirts better. And so there's a lot of just stuff like that. Jam mechanics, editing podcasts, songwriting. I work on Bug Hunter all of the time, just all of the time. Last night, Saturday night, 10 p.m., I was sitting here at my desk working on the enamel pins for the upcoming tour, designing a new Jam Mechanics enamel pin. I love doing it, but I don't have time to get better at guitar. So that's what I have Jesse for. And Jesse's doing a little bit more as far as production and mixing, and you might hear more about that here pretty soon. Christina Ball says, I saw one of the CDs on your website was sold out. Any estimation on a restock? Hey, that's a great question, because I didn't know that my website was showing my CDs as sold out. So we're going to fix this in real time too, because I am looking at my CDs. I have all of them. So let's see which one is saying it's sold out, because sometimes I have to move inventory between my home and the tour van so that I don't accidentally sell something while I am on tour. And then someone orders it online while I'm gone, and then no, they're all available. Hold on, let me home base. Oh nope, rough draft. I have so many rough draft. Okay, my bad. That was my bad, everybody. I was wondering why nobody bought CD in a little bit. I at least have 50 of those. So that was my fault. Sorry, everybody. You can now buy CDs on my website. Yes, so Christina, any estimation on a restock? Immediately. That's customer service right there. Derek wants to know if we're ever going to do any special vinyl releases or just the standard black. Standard black is kind of where we're at the moment. It's very expensive to buy vinyls, and we don't sell like millions of them. You know, the sales are in the hundreds. And so I suppose if we were to reprint vinyls, I suppose we maybe do something like that. Me and Kyle and Jesse have been kicking around the idea of doing a re-recording and remastering of Torn Between a Couple with them, because I wrote that album and recorded that album by myself in my closet before Jesse and Kyle were contributing to my music, and I thought it might be fun to like give those songs a fresh take on the 10-year anniversary. If I were to do a vinyl for that, I would probably have it be like red or something, which would be cool. But right now, I have enough vinyls in black that I'm like I need to sell them, like they're for the tour this year. That I don't have my eyes on ordering more vinyls unless we sell them all. So. Christina, does that mean the buy 4 for 3 is still available? If not, that's totally cool. I think it is. I don't think I turned that off, but let's go see. CDs, yeah, Book Hunter CD, add all to cart, view cart, yes, yep, buy 3 get 4. Yep, you can get all 4 CDs for the price of 3. So, all right. Speaking of Torn Between a Couple, I got another song for y'all. It is all right. This is probably one of my favorite songs off of this album. I wrote it on my bus to work. My dad, he sought to teach me all the rules of mathematics. I absorbed all of his lessons. Now I sometimes wish I hadn't, 'cause now I know to add up, put 2 and 2 together. I'm curious if ignorance would not have suit me better, 'cause I set sail for Washington. The hardest part of moving is the tourist traps that snare you, and I got the shirt to prove it. I want a hotter body and a cooler sense of style. On a corner every market in the country. By the time I turn 25, the time I learn to drive. Oh, I'm behind the curve 'cause I'm not famous as a child. Alright, I have a thought, it's alright. I write a song, it's alright. myself out on the street, when it's every monster for themselves. I am not a monster though, I just wanna park my Mazda close to home as possible. I always push the people further, asking for a bit more. Lately all these comments make me careful what I fish for. You told me I'm intractable, I only nod my head. Then I had to suck it up and finally Google what it meant. It's alright, I have a thought, it's alright. I write a song, it's alright. You sing along, it's alright. At rock bottom, I'm still better than I've been in my life. I waste my time, I'm alright. I lose my keys, I'm alright. I pet a dog, I'm alright. I got talent and my mama told me that I'm alright. Pick a poem, any poem, just don't let me see it. I scratch clever lines down on my bus ride discreetly. The bumps shake my hand like it's so nice to meet me. Now I can't read my notes, but they're not worth repeating. I've been looking for a pattern in the data that I gathered. Turns out all you want's a chorus, it's the only part that mattered. Alright, I have a thought, it's alright. I sing along, it's alright. You sing along, it's alright. I got talent and my mama told me that I'm alright. Or something like that. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Thanks everybody. That is a song called It's Alright. It's one of my favorites off of that album, and I would love for more people to know it. So tell a friend. Julie asked, was the bus that I wrote this on the D line? It was not. I never actually rode the D line in Seattle. It was just a bus that went by. It was one stop further from where I lived, where the D line would run downtown. I rode the 33, and so the D line was I thought the funniest bus that I could say. People have assumed for a long time that that is an inappropriate joke. It's not. It's just a bus in Seattle. But I'll let people laugh at whatever they want to. So. Ooh, great follow-up. Thanks, Julie, for bringing this up. This is something I really want to talk about. Important question. Did you have a panini on the homemade focaccia last week? I tried. It was a disaster. So disappointing. It was just too thick. My focaccia bread was too dummy thick, and I just couldn't, it wouldn't panini-nize correctly. It was a big mess and really awful, and I ended up just kind of eating toasted focaccia bread and chicken nuggets. Which doesn't sound bad on the surface. Like, those are both good foods, but it just wasn't what I wanted. So it was a panono. Thank you, Pocket Moose. You're right. It was. If anyone's ever made a panono, it was me. That's very good. Good job, Pocket Moose. Everyone give Pocket Moose a round of applause. That was a great joke. So yeah, no, the I'm still laughing at Panono. And in fact, I'm just doing everything in real time today. Export. This should work. I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll see. Where's my thing? Did that update? There it is. Cool. Yeah, Pocket Moose, sorry. We'll go 50-50 on Panono. If that's cool with you. I don't like when people make jokes that are funnier than the jokes I make. That's why it's hard to hang out with Matt, too. I got time for a couple more questions, and then I'm going to go make a good panini. I'm going back to basics with normal flatbread. Not flatbread. Flat bread. Timio asked if I have one of those griddles with the indents for paninis. Yes, I do. That's so good. Onyx says, your jokes are funny if people understand them, and I feel like that was a dig at my joke and who I'm singing to that I had to explain to everybody last week. Pocket Moose, as long as I get royalties, I'm good. No, so that wasn't part of it. Just credit. No royalties. I did that to Matt the other day. Matt had a suggestion for something I was working on, and I was like, all right, I can't give you any money or credit or anything, but you can make that changed if you want. So that's just kind of the friendship that we have. Timio wants to know, why did I never explain my shimmy to the left joke when it first came out? That's because Matt didn't get it. Wano wants to know if Matt's song Broken People, he says he met Gray while his friend was doing a show. Was he talking about one of your shows? No. I didn't meet Matt until... I didn't even know about Matt until after Eating Disorder came out. And we didn't meet until well after This Is How We Get Better came out and did our first show together. So, Rahaman asks, what are you going to do after Jam Mechanics? Why? What do you mean after Jam Mechanics? Did he hear that it was ending or something? Did a big man, big business suit tell you that Jam Mechanics is getting canceled? I don't know what you're talking about after Jam Mechanics. Jam Mechanics is just like a songwriting podcast. I don't know why it has to end. I feel like I'll end before Jam Mechanics does. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Jam Mechanics. Here's the anyone who's worried about Jam Mechanics ending. If you're worried that something will happen where Jam Mechanics is no longer viable for us to make or do, just know that we already don't really make anything from Jam Mechanics. I'd say on average, we make to split like $20 to $30 for every episode we make. It's not a lot. We do Jam Mechanics because we like doing Jam Mechanics. We don't do Jam Mechanics because it's our livelihood. So if you're worried that there's some kind of threshold that we need to meet in order to keep doing Jam Mechanics, it's mostly our own motivation that we just love doing it. So but we are almost done with season 3, recording at least. We got just a few more episodes to go, and then we can slow drip that out into, as we determined already, I think, what was it, July 7th? And then we'll probably take a break for those July and August tours, and then hopefully we can pick it back up in September and maybe start on season 4. Yeah, I think if anything, Jam Mechanics could slow down, but I don't see a reason why we would ever be like, we are now done writing songs, because that's just what we do. Unless Matt and I, just didn't want to make it anymore. But even then, I think if one of us is like, I don't really feel like doing Jam Mechanics anymore, I feel like we wouldn't be like, oh, we're gonna end Jam Mechanics. We'd just be like, well, let's just like take a year off, and then if we feel like, hey, that was fun to do, and we're feeling more motivated, feeling like we have time to do it, we just release a new season. So how will you change the format of Jam Mechanics in season 84 after you finally get to know each other and don't need an icebreaker? Not possible. I learn new things about Matt every day. Let's do one more song and then let's get out of here. It is Panini time, not Panono time. So let's do one more and then I have some things to do, getting ready for tour and making sure that it goes really well. And if anybody is watching this and hasn't bought tickets for a show and they're thinking of coming, just go ahead and buy those tickets. It helps us know that you're coming. So I pick whichever song you need to practice most for tour. I don't know yet. I'm gonna make my set list here in like the next week. We have to do a lot of things ahead of time on this West Coast tour. Normally, we'd be driving up to the venue and I would be writing my set list, but because I will be doing a lot of the driving on this tour, I won't be able to do that this time. So I have to prep a lot more in advance to make sure that things go smoothly. So I'm going to be working on my set list here pretty soon, which I'm sure Jesse and Kyle will be glad that they know in advance instead of when I get on stage and I'm like, here, I wrote down half of it and then I'll just tell you when we get there. Baby Shark Teeth, no. Hold Tough, Baby Teeth, Gulf Coast. 2 Gulf Coasts. Didn't I just play Gulf Coast like last week? I feel like I did. I feel like that was a very recent. I'm gonna go to my all set list spreadsheet that I have. I feel like I just played Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast. I played Gulf Coast 62 times, and the last time I played it was March 2nd. It was a month ago. Okay, that's not that long ago. I see disc golf. I see Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite's in the pipeline. Don't you worry about it. I can't play it though, because the version I know is not the version you know. So unfortunately, I can't do it. Play my least played song. Okay, let me filter this. See what we got here. All performances, A to Z. A lot of Jam Mechanics songs. See some Agamemnon. I played Sammy. I guess. Did I play Sammy? That's funny. I played Dissin once. That's weird. Loud and Clear. I played that at a show. I got some songs, secret songs. Yeah, okay. My least played of all those things is Not Your Fault, Kid. A couple people had asked for that, so let's see. I don't really remember how to play it, so let me figure it out real quick. Not your fault, kid. I still love you. Yeah. Not your fault, kid. I still love you. Okay, I'm gonna try it out. If I forget the lyrics, I apologize because I know it's kind of a serious song and it sucks to mess up in the middle of a serious song, but I'm going to try my best to play. This is from season 2, episode 7, Jam Mechanics. It's not your fault, kid. I still love you. It's not your fault, kid. I still love you. I had a family, mom, dad, dog in the backyard. My own room and a guitar. I was stuck on F and I couldn't get past it. Now I think it's stuck in the attic or Dad's place, or maybe the storage box that he got when he got kicked out. And that just happened to be when you came around. It's not your fault, kid. I still love you. You're my baby brother. It's not your fault, kid. I still love you. You're my baby brother. But Mom won't love you, so I hope that yours does. You got her eyes, what a shortcut, and our dad's smile that I've rarely seen yet. At least it's absent every other weekend when I'm dropped off and lobbed in the corner spot and a cot set up in your room. How this happened to me, because 'cause of you. It's not your fault, kid. I still love you. You're my baby brother. It's not your fault, kid. I still love you. You're mine. But you're not a text on his phone left unguarded. You're not a hotel charged to the family card. You're not even them caught in the act. No, you were 9 months past. Now you can't be ignored or talked out. You just happen to be the proof that knocked us down. If I seem shut down, muted, that's just what I've found is easiest. But I've changed so much, can't tell what's me and what's now. Ship of Theseus. If I seem shut down and muted, that's just what I've found is easiest. But I've changed so much, can't tell what's me and what's now. Ship of Theseus. Not your fault, kid. I still love you. You're my baby brother. Thanks, everybody. That is Not Your Fault, Kid. Sad song. Kevin says, I think that this should have won Jam Mechanics March Madness. It was Agamemnon won that, which I was very surprised by. I was thinking one of the hook verse songs was gonna do it, but yeah, this that song always gets me in like the, I don't know, it's a different vibe from what I normally write, and I like it because it still kind of sits in this. It's very clearly like a battle kind of going on in someone's head, and it still kind of sits in this like identifying kind of these kind of harsher feelings, while also kind of understanding that they're like there's emotions and logic, and they're both kind of like fighting for how this person feels, and I think it ends on a more hopeful note, in the same way that Deserve Me or Take It Back or a song like that does. So yeah. Will the Nerd says, I think you cook with sad songs. Well, you're probably gonna like what I'm cooking up next, because the ratio of sad songs to happy songs of what I've written is a little more skewed than normal. I'd say I tend to only want to do maybe 3 sad songs on an album, and I'm looking at closer to 5, if not 6, depending on what you find sad. So yeah, cool. Anyways, Ruby Red Rhythm says, wait, what did I miss? Why did the text at the bottom change? It's just a secret for the rest of us. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go make a panini, not a panono. So thank you everybody for hanging out today. I will maybe be here next week. I have something scheduled next Sunday afternoon that might take up my morning, so I apologize if I skip it. I will try and be here. It depends on how well prepared I am for Sunday. I also have a private show on Saturday, which I'm excited about. I get to drive. I'm playing a birthday party, which is very fun. I haven't done one of those in a little while, but the date aligned pretty well, and I'm excited to go and play something a little more intimate. Anyways, join our Discord. It's a good Discord. Go listen to Jam Mechanics. If you liked any of, I played one song off Jam Mechanics and a little bit of Liberal Kitty at the beginning. So if you're interested in hearing more songs from me, if you're like, oh, I can't wait till Bug Hunter releases a new album, there are 24 brand new song demos literally sitting on the internet waiting for you to go listen to them. They're they're not behind a paywall. They're behind a talk wall. They're in a podcast. But it is, if y'all can back me up here, a worthwhile listen. Me and Matt have a great time making the show. It's fast. It's breezy. If you don't have a good time listening to Jam Mechanics, I don't know what to tell you because it's a good show. I think nobody, at least publicly, says, I never listen to the podcast. I just skip to the songs. Nobody has been brave enough to say that. If it's true, I feel like most people who consume Jam Mechanics also enjoy the show itself. But you can also hear 24 new Bug Hunter songs, 24 new Narcissus Cookbook songs right now. If you go listen to Jam Mechanics, join our Discord. We'll have a new episode for that on Monday, so 8 days from now, season 3, episode 5. If you want to go get tickets, yes, they're all right here. You go to our website, bughunterbug.com, and you can grab tickets to any of our upcoming shows. We have 28 in the US, and I am working on the UK and Europe for October. If you live in Scotland, don't make any plans on Halloween, and then everybody else, keep your ears to the ground. So Kevin Lorber says, I don't want to oversell, but Jam Mechanics is the pinnacle of human expression. Amazing. Yes. Some people have been quoted as saying we're incapable of making a bad one, and so I believe that is true. So cool. Besides that, if you are a goober, you are one, and you should also go to bed. Bye.